Alrighty, Jerry Rice. This should make it not as many guesses as the other day, but I don't know. That's probably my own fault for starting earlier, but waiting on one, unless they commented I missed it. Let me go look here. Well, it might help if I update this too. Yikes, go back over there. All right, we got some of the posts lets me tag you guys, some of them do not. I don't really know why. It's really weird. This one was Dave. This one is Chad. Chad, if you're here, you're up. Just saw that he's been given the last spot. So that leaves with 3 and 5. No, it should be 2. Who did I not put on? Was it Elliot? Yeah, it was Elliot. Did I put 2 up? Oh, I did put 2 up there. All right, never mind. Mattingly. There we go. All right, let's see. All right, let's show this screen here. We'll get rolling in a few minutes. Just maybe 5-10 minutes getting the stream ready with a few openings left. So we have 5 left over here. I know that there's 7. We're still missing too many picks. So Chad and Chris will pick next, and then there'll be 5 openings. I mean, you can try to claim a spot, and then if they don't get claimed, they'll fall to you. That's fine with me as well. 2 left in the baseball. Miles is 3 spots away. This is a $43 4-boxer, and it's random teams. So we'll randomize the teams in a little bit here once it gets filled up. Let's see if Chad is around yet. Yeah, two games. One is bounty position, still doing the same 3 items. So Theismann, Hester, or Darrelle Revis options. If you guys win, the winner can pick one of those. And then the credit game today is multi. Let me see if I can see if Chad has picked a specific team in the past. Let's see. HPLE NBA card. So just a few minutes to get some of this stuff closed up, guys, and then we'll get rolling. We can definitely do baseball first and East Coast good, but there's still openings left on that one. We're still waiting for a few mini picks, so it's a little behind, unfortunately. Let's see. So December 2nd, basketball, nope. Jonathan, Utah, okay, if they make it past the whatever I'm trying to say, the mini claims, I'll mark you down for Utah. Let me check them before that. Gotta wait for Chad and Chris. I don't know if Chris is. Yeah, Chad doesn't usually claim on the basketball one, so I will end up randomizing a spot here in the next few minutes, and then I can tell him that I'll refund him if needed. He just had 1 mini spot. I hate to make everyone wait on that, and that's my fault too, though. Thanks, J5. You got Larry. Yeah. I mean, if you guys are ever going to miss claim time and you want someone to snag, you can always ask them to snag you a spot. So Let's do this. Let's get out of this screen. All right. So I'll message Chad. Chris D, are you here? Is Chris D here? I'll message him after. I know he knows he's around the corner. Let's do this. Let's focus on getting the other ones filled up. 3 left in Big Al's random teams. So we'll assign the teams here random. We'll randomize this list and then sort like we did, I think it was last week. 3 left there, $43 a spot. And then baseball. Let me read off the players that are left. This is the new series. It's our first box. So we'll open a number 1 through 8. Yeah, 2 spots left, I think. Yep. Let me read off the players. 2 of them. Al Kaline, Andre Dawson, Bailey Falter, Bill Mazeroski, Bob Feller, Brendan Rodgers, Brian Reynolds, Cade Horton. I'm sure there's still several pictured headliners available. Montgomery, Kurt Schilling, Daniel Hudson, Dave Concepcion, Don Larson, Duke Snyder, Edwin Diaz. Is Edwin Diaz the trumpet guy? For what is it? The Mets. The guy that has the walkout song, that the trumpet, or is that someone else? Fernando Tatis, Frank Thomas. That's a cool walkout song. That's him. Fred McGriff. Isn't that like a detective book? The McGriff and something. Dodgers. Oh, that is that guy though. Dodgers now. Okay. Of course he's with the Dodgers. Why wouldn't he be? Gary Sheffield, Gaylord Perry, George Springer, Gleyber Torres, Goose Gossage, Hayden Birdsong, Hideki Matsui, Jackson Merrill, Joe Kalenic, Jeff Bagwell, Jim Palmer, Jim Tomei, Joe Torre, John Schmaltz. I lost my spot, which is really hard to do. There we go. Juan Marichal, Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, Kyle Tucker, Luis Robert, Manny Ramirez, Marcus Semien, Mariano Rivera, Matt Chapman. I think we're close. Goose Gossage and Cade Horton. Okay. Thanks, guys. Larry and Dave, I gotcha. So we'll run those randoms. We'll probably run this break first, and then we'll come back and see if I have a pick from Chad. If not, I'll random the spot, and then I'll take the blame on that because that's not cool to force you to take someone, but I can't really wait either. So should be 80 randoms here. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Dave. Good luck to you guys. There is 80, so let's copy. Let's put in maybe for Gossage and David L. for Horton. And let's get some randoms going. So whatever dollar off spots, because it's a full series, so everyone will get randoms today. Let's do that now. Get your guess in for the multi-Super Bowl winner and get your vote in on the bounty. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 6, and 7. We got Troy Aikman as a guess. Got 80 names here. Look at that. Mariano Rivera and Pete Rose at the bottom. Those are good names. Those are going to Larry and David too. We know that. Last 2 claims get the last 2 spots. Let's get 20 here. So we'll take the first little bit to run this break. I'll read off all the randoms since they run live. I'll do it fast-ish. You guys are telling me you say that as Yunt, Robin Yunt. I don't know why I always thought it was Yunt. Yunt like Hunt. Reggie Jackson, Pete Rose, Jeff Bagwell on the top here. Got his jersey for my series at some point. Got a few other baseball jerseys in today that we might. I know there was another one, but I can't remember who it is now. Bohm, Phillies, McCutcheon, Pirates. There was another one. I can't remember who it is. All right, guys. Let's see if Chad is around. No, he's probably busy. Shucks. Let's do this one first, then we'll worry about basketball next. And let me message Chris just to get his pick. Okay, messaged him. Chris, that is. But I know he was around a little bit ago. Okay, in the baseball, I'll read these fast just so we'll open the box, we'll number them, we'll get a box number, and then we'll get rolling. I think we did the last series of 15. This one's at 13, so it's not really a nice round number for each individual. I would assume that if you sell them for $250 or $3. You can choose, or just keep them all because that's a lot of names for $13. Brad, you've got Skeens, Cruz, McCovey, Rogers, and Bagwell. Jim V, Mantle, Tomei, Syndergaard, Bush, and Springer. Craig, you have Griffey, Horitz, Sheffield, Garvey, and Tucker. Brad, you have Koufax, Perez, Bosch. Jeff V, Trout, Chapman, Guerrero, McGriff, and Tatis. Jim, you have DiMaggio, Thomas, Jenkins, Mazeroski. I wonder, I guess these are not logoed, so play for multiple teams. Jeff V, Ryan, Hudson, Walcott, Carew, and Wood. Brad, you had Williams, Imanaga, Feller, Matsui, and Howard. Chad, you had Larkin, Marichal, Soto, Larson, and Reynolds. Nick F, Acuna, Robert, Semyon, Palmer, and Randy Johnson. What was his nickname? Was he the big, not the Big Show, the Big Hurt, as someone else? What was Randy Johnson's nickname? Was it the Big Show? I don't know why I'm thinking that's like a WWE guy. Cody, Aaron, Wisdom, Yelich, Big Unit. Thank you. I knew it wasn't the Big Show. The Big Unit. Cody, Aaron, Wisdom, Yelich, Snyder, and Arenado. Bird killer. He is a bird killer. Jay Scotty, Sandberg, Schilling, Contreras, Horner, and Say, maybe? Ron Say. Concepcion, Canseco, Falter, Fingers, Reigns, and Molitor. Larry A. De La Cruz, Diaz, Alvarez, Dawson, Birdsong, David J. at Ichiro, Kalinick, Torre, Schultz, Chipper Jones. Eric B. You had Weatherholt, Betts, Pedro Martinez, Julio Rodriguez, and Carlos Correa. Elliott, Mattingly, Bueller, Hamels, Martinez, and Torres. Larry V. You had Gossage, Cabrera, Ramirez, LaRussa, Rivera, and David L. You had Horton, Perry, Yunt, Jackson, and Rowley Johnson for sale. Oh, I said that. Whose signature is that? Randy Jackson from American Idol. Why do you have Randy Jackson's signature on a samurai sword? Where is? I just played it right there. Nick F, you have Randy Johnson. If you want to sell, let Jeff H know. Well, you're not going to not get Randy Jackson's signature. Let us know if you're selling. Let's open the box here. Okay. Got a pick from Chris, and then we'll do this break. No Chad by then. I'll just random and I'll deal with the after effects after. Okay, let's close this. If you want to sell Randy Johnson, let Jeff know. I'm going to open this. We'll roll the dice after, but let's get these numbered. Decided to have a new baseball series. We're also going to start new bats this weekend to break on Monday. Do a bat then, so gonna hold. He says 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 the same way below. Let's just number them real quick here. 1, 2. I should just throw this whole pack of stickers away. Is it really worth the $5 this thing cost? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take those out. Now let's number those ones below. Trade Miggy for Montgomery. Let me see who had them here. Give me a second. 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a lot quicker, at least. I'll put these back in there for now and hopefully pull one through 4. Let me see who had the name you're looking for. So Larry B has Cabrera. You're trying to get Montgomery. Montgomery was towards the top, I think. Maybe not. I thought it was. Yeah, it is. Brad Olson Montgomery for Miguel Cabrera. Let us know. If you're not here, nothing we can do about it. We'll try. Okay, let's get a box number. We can do an 8-sided die since there's only 8 balls. Let's get a box. Of course, it's a bottom one because I jinxed it. 7. Bottom, back, left. 7. Four, 3, 5. Just take them all out. Make it easier. And then grab 7. And then put them back in. Looking for Smoltz, Glavine, or Chipper. I'll read off who has them really quick here. If you want to sell, you got about 45 seconds to sell them. Chipper was David J. David J, if you're here, if you want to sell Chipper. Smoltz and Glavine. Smoltz and Glavine. Smoltz and Glavine. Are they both on the back row? Or am I just... Smoltz was Jay Scotty. I'm not sure Glavine was on the checklist. He's not. No Tom Glavine. Smoltz was Jay Scotty. Yeah, Jay. Of course, Jay. I did it just for you. Jay, if you want to sell John Smoltz for $3 to Larry, oh, you signed trade. So, trade for that. Do you have a spot, Larry? You do. Edwin Diaz, Jordan Alvarez, Andre Dawson, Hayden Birdsong. My guess is he'd want, well, was Dawson a Cub? He was, wasn't he? Andre Dawson for John Smoltz would be the trade, I'm assuming, that he would go for, but you guys do the talk there. Dawson, question mark, yes. Is that good for you guys? Andre Dawson for John Smoltz? Is that what we're doing? Yes. Jay, are you good with that? It would be John done. Okay, so I'll just put Smoltz and Dawson. Okay, good. The others that I asked, I don't think they're here yet, so we're going to get rolling. Basketball is up next. We have a few spots to claim. I would say 4 left because we do have a claim that will go into effect after everyone's get picked. But I'll have to random Chad since he's not here. I'll apologize to him more than I probably need to. And then Chris gave me his pick as if it survives. And then after that, we'll open it up, get it closed. We'll do hockey after that, then Racky, then Big L's. There are still 3 spots left in Big L's to run the random teams. But we can fill those up until anytime up until it starts. So let's roll. Good luck, all. Box 7. Get your guesses in. Black bag has a 2-time Super Bowl winner in it. If you get it right, you get some credit to use tonight. The bounty is to win some stuff, to win something as a group, and then we randomize who wins it. So guess positions. In again for a 4-box. Thanks, Bill. I got you. I'll add you on to, so 2 left there, I believe now. Brian in for a 4-box, so 1 left there. I'll run randoms as soon as it's full, so you guys can see you have, and you have a little time to trade or sell. I'll get a double cut here, so that's coming off. All right. No question whether it's a baseball player or a football player or basketball or a boxer or an actor. These are all baseball players. I like the series that has a little bit of everything, but I get that baseball guys want a baseball guy. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. Come on. See a signature. Let's see what we got. Purist, I get it. I totally get it. I promise. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I kind of recognize that, but that doesn't tell me much. So it should be on the back side. I'll let you guys tell me who it is before. It's Antonio Freeman. Kind of looks like Antonio Freeman, but not very much at all. Just a little bit. Who knows who this is? Ozzy? Is there an Ozzy? O and then N? Is Ozzy? No, there's no Ozzy in this series. Sure looks like an O. Anyone know who it is? I'll put it a little closer. If not, I'll just look at the back here. But you guys are usually good at baseball, so I always give you a chance. I don't give everyone a chance in football because I look at those all day. No guesses? Randy Johnson? If it's Randy, that'd be cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's because it wasn't an O. It was a C. It just looked like an O. Carlos Martinez. Not claimed this time, so that's a random. Tell me what you know about Carlos. What team does Carlos Martinez plays for? Let me look for him, guys. I need to find Carlos. There's one Carlos, but that's the wrong Carlos. There's the right Carlos. Third from the bottom on the Don Mattingly claim. Mattingly, Bueller, Hamels, Martinez, and Torres. That is Elliott. Elliott and hitting Carlos Martinez. I mean, yeah, I can see how that's a C, and then he just kind of keeps it going, and M, and then a line. Looked like an O to me, though, but there's only one O, Orlando. Elliott, nice hit. We'll have 7 more from this case, so we'll see who else we get, but that's, I don't think I've had a Carlos Martinez in the past. Maybe I have. We'll just keep it out like this so that it's out of here. Elliott, congrats. I need to know who he played for. Carlos Martinez. I'm going to say Boston. Nope. Not even close. St. Louis Cardinals. Played his whole career with the Cardinals, 2013 to 2021, 2-time All-Star. His nickname is Tsunami. I don't know why. Dominican Republic. He's retired. He was a pitcher, age 34. He's younger than me. He's retired. Played for 9 years for the St. Louis Cardinals. Cool. All right. Carlos Martinez going to Elliott. Nice hit, Elliott. Okay, let's get going with basketball. It'll take a little bit of work here to get this closed. I'm going to random off the spot for Chad because that's where we're at, and I don't really have a choice. Chad, when you watch this later, if you do, I'm really sorry. I'll message you too. I already told you I was going to do it, but I don't want to have it sit here and not fill when I'm sure you're out announcing a game or a tournament or something. Chad is a mic man. He does a ton of stuff. Calls high school, collegiate. I think he's done a few pro things. Calls games, announces contest championships, all sorts of stuff for athletics. So I'm sure he's busy doing something tonight. So let's get him a random team. What we're going to do is I'm going to grab the remaining teams. I'm going to run them 7 times. Whoever he lands on, we're going to give him that. I'll talk to him about it. And then Chris already told me his pick through Messenger. If that one is alive after this next one, he'll pick that for the mini, and then we'll open it for 5 more main claims. So just hang with me here for a second. I guarantee he'll message me right after I run this too. That's how it always works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I was kind of hoping he'd get Indiana. I thought maybe he'd claim Indiana, but I don't know. Miami's a good team to get too. I don't need to copy that. I just need to know Miami. Sorry. All right, let's go back over here. Miami 09 for Chad on the mini. And then Chris said Houston or Sacramento. Houston was already claimed, so Sacramento. Chris, if you're here, you can confirm for me. If you're not, you already told me, so we're good on that. And now we're open for main claims. So Jonathan had one earlier. You can retype if you want, or I can already just honor it. It's up to you. There's 10 claims. So down to 5 claims left here on the basketball card. I'll take San Antonio if available. You got it. They are still there. So $16 for this one. You'll get San Antonio, get a random as well. That is Jake. And Jonathan, let me know if you want the team you claimed earlier. 4 left, and then we'll run randoms on this one. Brett's taking Dallas. Got you, Brett. 3 left. There it is. Jonathan taking Utah. You guys see the clip of Utah coach yelling at his players? He might not be around for a while. He's a good young coach, but yeah, it was actually kind of, you guys should Google it. It's kind of funny. Okay, 2 spots left to close us, guys. Appreciate it. And if Chad shows up, he can swap out for another team, but he probably won't be here in time. I bet he's busy. The teams that are left to get us closed, 2 more closes us are $16. You pick a team, you get a second team at random. Atlanta, Boston, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, Golden State, Indiana, Clippers, Memphis, New Orleans, Orlando, Phoenix, Portland, Toronto, and Washington. Just so we're all on the same page, I always say if you're not in the Facebook group, you don't really get to see the pictures of the posts that show headliners and stuff like that. So let's do this, and I can show you for remaining 2 spots. Here's some of the headliners. We've got Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, Shaquille O'Neal, Amen Thompson, LaMelo Ball. A few of those teams have not been claimed yet. Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Cade Cunningham, Jason Tatum. We hit this card. Chet Holmgren, and Paolo Banchero. So there's still quite a few headliner teams that haven't been claimed. But again, you may not be claiming for headliners at this point. Dave, I've got you with Boston. If you just so you know, Boston, we did hit the Tatum. That's the one card that we hit from this group. We pulled 6 cards, but that's the one from the pitchers we've hit. But Boston has a ton of players besides that. So Larry, Knicks have been claimed as well, so they're gone. Let's go. Boston, I've got you on them. If you don't want them, we can switch them out. You let me know. And then Larry will close us. Larry A will close us with Indiana. So Larry V just missing because of the Knicks, unless David drops out and wants to not have Boston. I'll wait for David to confirm just so we're on the same page. But Indiana, good claim for Larry. New York was claimed above. Otherwise, we're all filled up here. Dave, just let me know if you're good with Boston, if you want to change to a different team, or if you want to drop out any one of the 3, and then I'll finalize this. Just want to make sure you, I'm sure you saw it get pulled, but just in case. I'm always hesitant to even say that because then you change, and then Ray Allen comes out or something. Good to go. Okay. I kind of stopped doing that because then I'd be the worst enemy if I made you change and it ended up being something like that. Let's get some random here. Just good to know at least. 7 times for basketball. Appreciate it, guys. Eli Manning in the bag. Like it. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Charlotte wanted to stay on top, didn't they? They were up there a couple times. 7 times Charlotte through the Clippers. Let's go over here. Let's do this. And we're good to go. Again, if there's more watching now, if you're just getting here, there's a multi Super Bowl winner in the bag. If you guess who it is, signature, then you get $10 credit to use tonight. You guys are voting either wide receiver or tight end other so far. Quarterback, running back are both below in the 20 votes. So it looks like it's a 2-horse race. In the basketball card, Craig, I've got you with Lakers, Charlotte, New York, and Washington. Brad, you have Denver and Chicago. Cody, Milwaukee, Golden State. Jonathan, our Philadelphia, New Orleans. And then from the mini, Jonathan, you had Oklahoma City, Minnesota, Orlando, and Portland. Dave, you had Houston and Toronto. Chad, you had Miami and Cleveland. Chris, by way of Jonathan, you've got Sacramento and Brooklyn. Jake, you've got San Antonio, Detroit, Brett, Dallas, and Memphis. Jonathan R, Utah and Phoenix. David L, Boston, Atlanta, and Larry A, you have Indiana and the Clippers. You will close the Big Al's $4. Thank you. So it was Bill first, I believe. then Brian, and then Larry. Okay. So let's do this. I'll mark those off. When I check payments later, we'll keep them unpaid for now. Since we're here, let's run the randoms, and you can see you have, and then we'll come back and do basketball right here next. So let's go back here, and then we'll be full on everything and ready to roll until we get to live fills. This will determine your teams for the 4-box random teams today. There's 1, 2, 3, scroll please, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Detroit on top, Tampa Bay on bottom. So we know Tampa Bay is going to Larry A. Detroit was whoever claimed first. I think it was Brady today. Back in here, special paste. We'll grab both of them. So Larry should have Tampa, Brady should have Detroit. We'll sort by column V. Detroit is Brady, Tampa is Larry. The rest are correct. I'll read them now just in case you guys need a little bit of time to trade or sell. We'll come back. We'll read them again when we get there. So Bill S. You have Arizona, Jacksonville combo, and Atlanta. Jesse of Baltimore. Scott, you have Buffalo. David L. Carolina. Eric B. Chicago. Brian W. Cincy. Jonathan R. Cleveland. Brian W. Dallas. Bill S. Denver. Brady A. Detroit. Eric B. Green Bay. David L. Houston. Brad Indianapolis. Zach Kansas City. Jesse Las Vegas. Jim the Chargers. Joseph the Rams. Brian W. Miami. Brian G. Minnesota. Greg E. New England. David J. New Orleans. Robert B. the Giants. Brian G. the Jets. Bill S. Philadelphia. Elliott Pittsburgh. Greg San Francisco. Tim Seattle Tennessee. Larry A. Tampa Bay. And Tim Washington. Those are your teams. You're welcome to try to trade, sell, buy, whatever. But let's come back. Let's do the basketball card now. Appreciate you guys helping me get that one filled up. 3, 4, 7, and 8. So we'll use an 8-sider until we get one of those. 50% chance. First roll it's going to be 4. I'm pretty sure we had a 4, didn't we? 4. We did. 4. Down to 3 left here. We'll do these for the next few weeks. I may do a double box next week or the week after that for close to the price of one or just a little bit more, just so we go through these quicker. I'd like to get into the signed basketball sooner, but we'll see. So we're down to 2-3 weeks left of these. I've loved them so far. They're not our most popular product, though, so I get it. Show me a youngin here. Youngin or really favorite retired guy? Box 80 of 100. Jonathan S. used to always say, Hip Parade, their headliners are in the 80s. And we proved it right a couple times. Proved it wrong a couple times, too. Let's try to prove it right today. See if we can get a fun one in one of the 80 boxes. We are doing the new football series. We started off with it on Monday. It is the step above this. So it's a little more expensive, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun cards. So that'll be another Monday starter that will drop this weekend. Fire Factory guys tomorrow and Big Al's licensed jersey series. Remember, Fire Factory has a whole new checklist. I bet there's no more than 15 or 20 new names. Some of the names that I wanted to leave left. Some of the names I've been wanting to come on the list are now on the list too. Like Brock Bowers is on there. There's a few others that Jackson Smith and Jigba's back on there. So I'll post a picture of the checklist tonight before I'll have a preview before it starts anyways, but give you extra time to kind of look at some targets. So I'm excited for that. Anyways, that's not till tomorrow. I'm thinking ahead. Oh, geez. Looks like we're going this way. I don't know what type of card this was. I couldn't tell. 3. I couldn't tell team or name either. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. That is, I joined a lot of Contenders Optic breaks when they used to do player breaks on eBay. That's fun. Rookie card. This is the Atlanta Hawks, and that is Jalen Johnson. He moonlights as an NBA player when he's not trying to guard Packers players. He was also a Utah Ute. It's not the same guy. I'm joking. You can see there's like a little line through the auto. I can't tell if that's the case or if that's the auto. I may take a picture and ask them about this one. You guys see that, or is it just me? If it could focus, that'd be great, but it's not. There's just a little line through it. They probably gave it to us like that, but I am going to ask. Anyways, it's a cool card. Rookie card. It is holographic. Contenders optic for the Atlanta Hawks. Numbered 41 of 99, Atlanta. Atlanta was not claimed. It was a random, I believe. Atlanta, David L. on your Boston claim. See, I'm making a fuss, and I almost made you miss your spot there by asking if you wanted to back out. Jeez Louise, Al. See, that's another reason why I shouldn't do that. Let them fall how they fall, huh? 41 of 99, Atlanta Hawks, Jalen Johnson. Dave, do you want me to message them about that, or is that not something that bugs you? It's small, and I would imagine that there's no way that happened in shipment. I bet they packaged it up like this, but it's enough for me to notice. So you let me know if you want me to reach out to him. I can reach out to my rep and say, hey, what do you think about this before I ship? Totally up to you. Let's do that, Dave. Just give me an extra day or two. I'll email them tonight and see if I can get a response by tomorrow, and then we can see what they say. You never know. Sometimes they're like, all sales are final. Some companies like that. Some are like, oh, let's get you a brand new box. Let's ship it out. In which case, it would go to you. We'll see. We'll see what they say. I'll at least try. Doesn't matter, right? But again, my thought is that it was built in like that. That can't really happen in shipment when it's in a one touch. So, all right, guys, let's do some hockey jerseys. I would say you've half a week to request players or teams that you want to see more of in this series, so we can kind of help build the series a little bit. Obviously, he only has what he has, and this more goes for medium to smaller names that you like. I mean, we could request to have some bigger names, and we've done that, and he's made. But for the most part, the bigger names kind of stay how they are. We shuffle some in and out. We already know that we like Ovechkin, that we like McDavid, we like Gretzky. I don't know if Gretzky could be in the next series or not. But the medium, smaller names, if there's players you like and you want to say, hey, do you guys have a jersey? We could try to find them, put them in the series, and makes it fun to go after your guy. So another couple days, you guys can request that while he's building the series, and I'll give him a list. If not, I'll tell him what I think would be fun, and he'll build around that as well. Okay, in East Coast, we've got Joseph with Waugh, Uyghur. I'm going to skip down Fuhr, Mercer, Wolf, and Fleury. I know the Ducks. I know Bruins. There was another team we want to see more of. Was it Canadians? I can't remember. Jake G, you've got Chelios and Newhook. Brett G, Bedard and Scheifele. Jonathan R, Panarin and Palat. Larry V, Barkov, Heiskanen, Christian. You have Sakic and Dobish. Larry A, Solani and Sanderson, Gudis and Kempe. Brian W, Hasek, Ekholm, Schwartz and Lilleberg. Jonathan R, Askarov and Myers. David L, you have McMichael and Taves. Daryl Nyes and Shen. Brian W, Hextall and Kochetkov. Jeff H, you closes with Carlson, Stutzel, Faber, and Barbashev. Quack, quack. It's going to happen one of these times, right, Larry? Those Ducks can't elude you for 17 years. I guess they could, but I don't want that to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I took out 21 and 30. Yeah, I did. I took the right ones out. All right, let's get 2 box numbers here. I didn't do a good job of showing the trades. You guys can always ask me if there's trades. I may even have others that I could look at for trading too. But the trades we have are Cam York, Matt Zuccarello, and Ivan Barbashev. You can ask for pictures. Let me know later if you hit and would like to look at trading. If you hit one that you'd rather have one of those 3, 4, I can show you now. You can show you later. Whatever. There are a couple trade options. 7 times on the roll here to get our top 2 boxes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 28 and 20. I believe 60 was our last box we have from the first order, so we're still not up on that one. These ones will both not have pictured labels on them. 20 and 28. Go back to my list. We'll do Radke next. I thought they were right next to each other. They are not. 20, 22, 28. Those are both from the new shipment. We're still looking for 6 headliners. 2 of those are the locked community hits. Gretzky, McDavid. If we hit either, all the names available on this checklist will go into randomizer, run it 7 times. Top name would win the jersey, whatever one of those 2 we get. We gotta have one of those, don't you think? At least one, I'm hoping. We've been lucky some series, unlucky other series, so you just gotta hope. Okay, box 20. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining. We're getting less and less claims on these as we go. We're down to 16 claims, which essentially was 18 today since we went past the solos. Monday will be 17. Wednesday will be 16 with 14 or 16. Price keeps going up a little bit each time. I don't know that we'll get into the 40s like we did last time. But even then, your odds go up every time. It's just less names, more expensive. Still doing 2 boxes. All right. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Three, 2, 1. Oh, I'm showing a color. Sorry. I was looking over at my list at the same time when I got this going. We've got a script on this one. I didn't realize that it was scripted. First NHL goal, 10/19/21. My man's got little kid handwriting, like most of us, some of us. It's not like a little kid wrote that. And again, some of these guys are little kids. First goal in 2021 in October. Number 91. Sure that is. Yep, Dawson Mercer. Dawson Mercer was a random today. Which we're kind of on the random train. I guess we hit 1 claim on one day. Joseph, starting to heat back up, Joseph. Sheesh, on your Fuhrer claim, getting Dawson Mercer, Devils, Adidas, inscribed. I do love the Devils jerseys, too. I like the jerseys that the Blackhawks and the Rangers are wearing tonight in their game. I had it on for a second. But I like the black shoulder, bright red, white letters and numbers. Dawson Mercer, Adidas Pro. You got the cups in there, 95, 2000, 2003, and green. Adidas Pro, New Jersey Devils. Great jersey, great player. Nice hit, Joseph. Congrats. Mercer. Hey, there goes one. One more. Deion Sanders in the back. Got it. Didn't it kind of see? Craig knows. He's laughing. It kind of looked like a little kid handwriting, doesn't it? I still watch sports, and I imagine some of those players is like being older than me because I don't age in my brain. But then I realize, did you already do the helmet randoms? I did do the randoms, Eric. Just a little bit ago, right before this one. Who did you get? Eric, you had Chicago and Green Bay. Chicago, Green Bay. That's a funny pair to get. We haven't run the break yet, but randoms have been run. So you have Chicago, Green Bay if you want to look to trade or sell. Okay, jersey number 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'll be honest with you, 52 doesn't jump out at me. So we might have another random here. And we might be saving some big ones for the end. Or I'm just not thinking this through. 52. I feel like I know that signature too. Chicago or Green Bay for Dallas? Who had Dallas? Brian W., you had Dallas. If you want to trade Dallas for Chicago or Green Bay, let Eric know. I feel like I should know the signature, but it's not jumping out at me. Here we go. Let's look. 3, 2, 1. That's why, because we pulled him a few times. Kochetkov. Goalie, right? Who had Kochetkov? Peter Kochetkov going to Brian. Brian W. on your Hextall claim. Looks like Larry's got Tampa Bay for Dallas too, Brian. There's a couple people looking for Dallas from Brian W. hitting Kochetkov on a. That's why the jersey is the alternate for the Carolina Hurricanes. Beautiful jersey. Love the black patches on the top. Carolina logo. Peter Kochetkov. Fanatics premium on this one. Love that logo. There it is. Fight strapped for pro. Nice hit, Brian. Brian says I'll keep Dallas. Okay. Great hit. Congrats to you two. Sorry to everyone else. We're still hunting our claimed hits. Down to 8 boxes left. Like both those claims, we got Dawson, Mercer, Youngin, and Kochetkov. He might be. Me too. I like the colors on that one. I think I have one. I might have a Seth Jarvis in that. Come on. Yeah, he is a goalie. He's Russian goalie. Yeah, he's only 26, so he's only been in the league for a few years, huh? 6 years. 2019, drafted by the Hurricanes. Okay. Nice hit, Brian. Leave it out for pictures. Okay, no pictured headliners. Still knocking on the door for the locked community hits. Man, I want to hit one of them. We'll see how next week goes. Monday, Wednesday, and then the next week after that will be Monday, Tuesday, or just Monday because of Christmas. So that will end our series. I'll keep Dallas. Nice selling colors. Nice sweet jersey. Rams for Bears is a trade offer. Eric, if you want to trade the Bears for the Rams, that is a trade offer. Joseph's offering to you. Sure that. What am I getting tagged for here? Oh, that's right. I'll look at that later. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So Big Owls will be up next. Right now we're doing Radke. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. 6 over there. They're still not in order, but I can grab the right box when it's called. Greg, you've got Denver, Washington, Jonathan R., Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Indy, and the Jets. Greg, you also have Dallas and the Chargers. Brad M., you have Cleveland, Miami, skipping down to Minnesota, Tennessee, Seattle, and the Rams. Tim, you had Cincy, San Fran. You sold your randoms to Brian. They ended up being Arizona, Jacksonville. David L., you had Chicago, Vegas, Buffalo, New England, Tampa, Atlanta, and Giants, Houston. I should never do it like this. Brian, you had Green Bay and Philly. Nathan, you had Kansas City, Carolina, and Bill S., you had Detroit, New Orleans. Close the poll. Thank you. Looks like you guys are, hey, you're going, that's probably not a bad claim today because they've done so poorly. It's time for them to do good. Wide receiver. What you're voting for. Last chance to get your guess for this as well. It is a multi-Super Bowl winner. If you get it right, you get $10 to use today. Okay, let's get a box number. We'll pull the box. We'll we already closed the poll. We'll open the helmet and see if anyone gets any credit. So guess a player that's won at least 2 Super Bowls. If you get it right, you win some whatever it's called, credit. Okay, 1 box number. 7 times will get us the box number. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 1. Box 1 on top. 12 is right after, so both bookends. But we're doing box 1. Stop sharing. This is here. Box 1 is right here. Okay, we got at least one more guess. Thank you, Larry, for the closed poll comment. We got that closed. You guys are going wide receivers. And let's see if anybody gets the guess. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Eric says, no thanks to the Rams. Bears for Rams. We've got a chrome for the Chiefs. Someone asked the other day What's your favorite helmet? This has got to be top 3 favorite helmets for me. That's Patty Mahomes. I think somebody said Mahomes. Don't know if it was more than one or just one, but I saw a Mahomes above. I don't remember who it was. Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman, Joe Montana, Deion Sanders, Larry Zonka, Terry Bradshaw, Charles Haley, Patrick Mahomes. Vlad, you keep getting these guesses right. That's like your 3rd or 4th one right. You got that one right. Mahomes on the Chromie Mahomey. So Vlad, $10. Congrats. All right, close the poll. We know at least Vlad. If someone else got it, please let me know. I only remember seeing the one, so that's where we're going to stick. Okay, Big Al's coming up next. You still got a little bit of time to trade if you want to. We'll do a live fill after that, probably a 3-boxer. We'll do a live fill Radke, and then we'll do some jerseys tonight at least. We'll see where we go from there. Nope, that's not. My old neighbor texted me. Okay, good luck. You guys are looking for wide receivers. Box 1. I think it's an authentic in the box. What makes you think that? Because it's rattling, like I said that one time? It doesn't sit flat? Or did I like, did I grunt when I stood up with it? I'm so used to carrying like 8 boxes in and out of UPS that people like think I'm a damsel in distress when I'm walking in. I'll just grab the door handle with a pinky and pull it open. Let me get that for you. Like, I don't need your help. I'm a walking box holder. So I'd hope I wouldn't grunt carrying 1 box. But I am getting old. Older at least, right? Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. I see you color ink on the box to see if it matches the team. It does match the team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen a Colts Lunar. I like it. Colts, pretty sure I know who had the Colts. Jonathan, you had the Colts. I remember you saying you were after a certain guy on the Colts. I don't know if this is him. Here we go, Lunar, and this is authentic as well. Jonathan hitting on the Colts. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Not the guy that you had a hunch for, that you were after, but a great hit. He was in the MVP race at the start of the year. I think he's fallen out of that. He's still having a great year, but I don't think he'll put himself back up there. That is a very drawn-out Jonathan Taylor autograph. He's had some in the past where it just looks like a J and 1 or more letter, but that's nice. JT, Wisconsin Badger, Jonathan Taylor, Lunar Eclipse, authentic for the Colts. Rivers, for the life of me, I can't. Even just watching him walk up to the podium, I'm like, he can't do that. I don't know, maybe it's just having someone that knows what they're doing, but still seemed crazy to me. That is not a wide receiver, that's a running back. It's all right. Just down 1. It's okay. Let me do tight end other since we changed it. Okay. Time for Big L's. Last chance to trade or sell or buy or whatever you want to do with this one. Which button? Hey. Make sure. Okay. Okay. In this one, I've got. I already read them off, but I'll read them again. If you want to trade, this is your last chance. Bill S., you've got Arizona, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. Jesse, you have Baltimore. Scott, you have Buffalo. David L., Carolina. Eric B., the Chicago Bears. Brian, Cincinnati. Jonathan R., Cleveland. Brian W., Dallas. Bill S., you've got Denver. Brady, you've got Detroit. Eric B., Green Bay. David L., Houston. Brad, you have Indy. Zach, you have Kansas City. Jesse, Las Vegas. Jim, the Chargers. Joseph, the Rams. Brian, Miami. Brian G., Minnesota. Greg E., you have New England. David J., you have New Orleans. Robert B., you have the Giants. Brian G., you have the Jets. Bill S., Philadelphia. Elliot, Pittsburgh. Greg, San Francisco. Tim, Seattle, Tennessee. Larry A., Tampa Bay. And Tim, Washington. Let's close this. We will do a live fill 3-boxer after this, guys, in the chat. Cleveland up. If anyone's chasing Jim Brown, did you have Cleveland? You did. Cleveland's up for trade. He's even trying to tell you that you got a Jim Brown chance. You guys know how I put in Jimmy Brown. I'm using your guys' word on it that he hasn't come out this series. I have a hard time remembering sometimes. Sorry, little drink. Okay. Let's get 4 boxes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 4 rolls. So we've had Chicago, Green Bay offered up for a few teams, but maybe they're staying. Cleveland's been offered up. Rams have been offered up. If anybody wants to offer for any of those, Tampa Bay's been offered. You can try. If not, we're rolling the way that the teams were laid out to you. Okay. First number, 10. 1-0. Next number, 178. 178. Where did I just write 10? Oh, right there. 1, 2, 3. 123. And lastly, 194. Did we play Racco there? No, we didn't. 194. I thought maybe it was all ascending, but it wasn't. Okay, last call to get trades in if you want to. If not, we're going to get rolling here. Check one last message to see if he ever looked and I'm in trouble or not in trouble. So double up for you. New Orleans for Tampa Bay, or are you just calling a general double up? Double Tampa or general double? I always get scared that there's going to be double up, but it's always a possibility. So I guess you got to just brace for impact if that's the case. He did not message me back yet. All right, well, I'll talk to him. Yep, no response. Not me. I'm not clunky on full time. Okay. Not lucky, clunky, same thing. Maybe you did just call him double up. Maybe it'll go your way. Okay, let me grab him, guys. 10, 178, 123, 194. Creamsicle Classic. I love the Creamsicle helmets. All right, guys, we're going to try a 3-boxer after this live fill. Let's roll with the pre-fill first. Maybe. Not that's heavy, or just. I probably should just stop talking about that stuff. Just let it come out, huh? All right, we had 10, 178, 123, and 194. Okay, we're good. Good luck, all. Live fill coming up after this. Box 10, Series 36, 0 Wonka. I thought today would be like a Wonka fest because of the little Wonkas we've been hitting. I've been waiting for this dude to hit, because in the meantime, I've bought, I swear, 3 or 4 others of his. I mean, some of them were right at the same time, but I found a couple other. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. And it's got a visor. Let's say I found this same player, but a couple specialties that I'm excited about. I may have to keep one, but I don't know if I will. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is a combo spot hit going to Bill. Bill, you have the Arizona Jacksonville combo hitting the Jaguars with a nice, that's a good visor for them. That's kind of their colors. Teal, green, blue. Let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. See, I don't have the ability to get like a rookie and have them come out right away. You know, if I have less boxes built in, I'm at the whim of whenever they can hit. But we got more of them. So if you've been after this dude, don't worry, he's around. That is the rookie. Tampa. Oh, was this one of the last 2 or 3? Tampa Bay is last team standing. So you guys told me there was 2 and 2. I didn't look. So 2 people just won. They tied, right? Who is it? Travis Hunter. Jacksonville Jaguars, classic speed with a visor. Going to Bill, and I said, Bill, last team standing, huh? And we're in the 70s though, so it wasn't even close to a record. Larry and Shavo. So Fred Shavo doesn't jump in anything, but he's always around hanging out. And which Larry? We've got 2 Larrys watching. There's another Larry that guesses too, maybe another 2 that guess. Which Larry? Larry V. Larry V, you had the Bucks. You got a shot. It's down to you and Fred. One of you 2 will walk away. At the end of the series, we'll just do conference, AFC, NFC. Bill, nice hit. And Larry, Fred, congrats on getting last team standing. Tampa. I feel like Tampa's been a last team recently too, hasn't it? And I love Tampa helmets. I got plenty of Tampa helmets here. All right, 123. I'll look at that and I'll comment on there and congratulate you guys. Series 36. 3 Wonka. There's the Wonka. Now it's going to start. Pull it now? Yeah. Series 34? That's what I thought, that it was just recently. Who was last series then? Who was Series 35? No, I think I know. Was it Arizona? And then before that, it was Denver, 3 straight or 2 straight or something. Yeah, it was Arizona. All right. Look at me remembering stuff. I like this helmet too. Three-pointer. Miami Series 33. Okay. So it was 33. Was it 32 and 31 that were Denver? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got, I get confused between if this is a tribute or just the regular throwback. It's one of the 2. I doubt this is the right box for it. Yeah, that says Bills. So that's a Bills helmet. Minnesota. Arizona, Tampa, Miami, Jacks, then Denver. Okay. Man, it feels like Denver was last series. Minnesota, and this one was Brian G. Brian G hitting the Vikes. So I thought it was. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Jay Jettas. Someone made a post the other day saying he's at risk of not getting 1,000 receiving yards. He needs 200 and what is it, 299 or 201 or something. He's at 799 or 701 with 5 games left. He'll get it, won't he? They're like, he's officially dropped out of the top 10 receivers. I'm like, I don't think you know how football works. Maybe having a struggling year with a different quarterback every week, but Jefferson is him. Becca certified, nice hit. And by the way, that's you know what? He's not a receiver. He's an other. What does he get more time as, a receiver? I've not watched the Jags game this year, I don't think. But I know that's receiver. We'll count him as a receiver as well. So you guys got 2 receivers. He probably plays more time at receiver, right? That's 3 points too. Let me do it real quick. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by different things. Justin Jefferson for Brian. And you got 3 points, Brian, in the Wonka standings. Last Wonka point we had was a week ago. That's not right. I must have missed one on Monday. I'll go back. I had to have missed one on Monday. There's no way we didn't have one single one on Monday. Okay, next one up. Travis Hunter, Justin Jefferson. Okay, 178, Series 36. 0 Wonka. 0 Wonka. You know what? Holy cow. Getting stuck on the side of the box. The earpiece is. Holy moly now. Surgery. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You guys all know who to blame. For once, I don't have to take the blame. I feel like they had a double up not long ago, too, like the same day they hit. Jacksonville. Larry said, I feel like there's a double. Well, you called it, Larry. Just not for yourself. That's Bill on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We know we had them, and I was right about it being a little heavier. We got an authentic here. Classic speed authentic for the Jaguars. Sorry, everybody else. I know it's a bummer in a 2-boxer, but everyone deserves to get a double at some point. I like this one too. 3, 2, 1. Gold ink. That is, man, you guys picked right. That's another receiver. Keenan McCardell, not a name we see a ton. Brad had this McCardell not long ago. Now it's in my series. I bought it off the winner, so I love seeing it there. And now we're seeing it here. McCardell is sweet. Nice hit, Bill. Authentic Racky certified. Receiver. You guys might be doing it. There's Keenan. He's got a Chick-fil-A cup, in case you're wondering what they provided him or what he brought himself. Up to the imagination. Okay, one more here, and then we'll drop a 3-boxer live in the chat. This is 194, Series 36. 0 Wonka. Okay. No disrespect to Keenan. You guys know I like Keenan, but I want to see a little bit of color change up front. Plus Jefferson. We love Jefferson. I looked at the screen when I saw 2 classic Jags staring at me. Okay, I was just looking at this dude earlier today on a different style. I was. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's our second lunar, but the other one was from Racky, and they're both AFC South lunars. Okay. All right. Tennessee. So that means 3 of the 4 helmets are coming from combo spots. That's crazy. 3 combo spot hits. Who had the Seattle, Tennessee combo? That would be Mr. Tim. Tim hitting. And Tim always says, if I ever hit in Big Al's, it's always on the last helmet. It still rings true. Final helmet. Although I don't know if that was how it was the other day, but this one is. Lunar eclipse for the Tennessee Titans. If any position's going to beat you today, I got to keep this position going. That's 2 to 3 now, so I'm not too far up. Yeah, 4 of the 5 are AFC South. That's crazy. All we need is who? Houston to make all 4 teams show up. We've got CJ2K, Chris Johnson. I believe we saw him last series, maybe early last series. Now we're seeing him middle, late this series. Chris Johnson, Tennessee Titans, Lunar. Going Tim. And I said 0 Wonka, right? I did. All right, guys. That is Travis Hunter, Keenan McCardell, Justin Jefferson, and Chris Johnson. Let's do a 3-boxer here live. This one's 32 instead of 43. Congrats, you guys. Sorry to everyone else. We've run a giant pool system series since day one. I think the reason I'm saying that is doubles can happen, and they will happen. It's been a little bit since we've had a triple up and a 4 or 5 boxer. That's happened before too. But I've done that since day one. I'll always do that. Every team will always have multiple hits. You're never gonna wonder if your team. You may not like your team, but there's always gonna be hits from that team in the series. That's the reason we do it like this. But then he had the chance of having double, triple, quadruple, whatever, especially at the start of the series. All right, let's sort these and see where we're at, and we'll get a tally of what's left when we get to the back side of it. I've got Zach on Kansas City. Let me share my screen, though. Zach on Kansas City. I've got Jonathan with Indy. Nick just behind on Kansas City. Bill B, I've got you with Tampa. Just behind on Kansas City. Bill Cincy going to Kyle. Kyle, I got that helmet out, by the way. I don't know if I told you or not. Philly, Bill B, it's one big memory knot. I don't know what I've told you guys or what I haven't. John K, I've got you with New England. I said Bill B with Philly. Kansas City's gone. San Francisco going to Bill S. Indy's gone. Denver going to Brian. Oops, that's Detroit. Giants going to Chris. Cowboys going to Leland. Cincy is gone, David. Sorry. Bears are there for Joseph. Dallas is gone. Arizona going to Nick. Probably 10, 12 left after I clean this all up. Buffalo is Bill S. Detroit is Zach. Washington is Bill S. Dallas is gone, Eric. Sorry. Green Bay is there for Bill. Seattle's there for Brad on the combo. Detroit is gone, Brady. Sorry. Miami on the, not the combo, but it's there for Brad. Okay. Still a bunch of spots left here. Let me type up who's left, and we'll slowly get them up. Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, Las Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Minnesota, New Orleans, New York Jets, and Pittsburgh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I said 10 to 12. Boy, am I good. That's not very hard, though. We already did box 1. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, 12 left to close this 3-boxer. Likely the last Big Al's full size we do tonight. We'll do Racky and some licensed jerseys after this. But if you're here for Big Al's full size, these are your last 12 teams. 3 to 2. So I've got hope in the running backs, I suppose. 3 to 2. Baltimore going to Brian W. Got you, Brian. I'm going to grab a drink real quick here since I finished my one earlier. 11 teams left. They're supposed to be home to hang out with my son, but they're not. Now that we're calming down, let me look and see where they're at. 3 boxer for 32 guys. There's still 11 teams left, so a little bit of work left still. We will hang out while they're going mid-val. Why are they still there? All right. $11 left. We'll do another box of Racky after this. We'll do some licensed jerseys. The new editions were done on Monday. We don't add any between Monday and Wednesday. I will add 4 tomorrow. Probably a couple big names, fun ones we'll add in. Yeah. If you have any suggestions on who you've been waiting for me to put in, let me know. And don't say Tom Brady. I also don't have Mike Trout or Aaron Judge. Sidney Crosby, yeah, he's in that same breath. That's funny, Nick. I was actually trying to trade a hit that I got the other day for a 2-for-1. I was going to trade one of mine away for. I was hoping to get Crosby and someone else, but I think we'll end up doing a 1-for-1 for a bigger name. Good old Sid the Kid. All right, guys. Lots of blank spots still here. We'll get through it. 11 teams. No football for me to check, but I can check Utah against the defending champs. I think my brother-in-law's there tonight. I'm hoping to go Friday, but my wife's out of town, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. He is there, dirty dog. We're pretty much right on that ledge, guys, where we're not going to turn around on this one, so we'll hang out till the last 10 plus teams get claimed. I bet my wife got pulled over. That's my prediction. Happens more often than it should. Let's see. Did Florida play their starting goalie? Teams tend to not. He did. Bob's in. 9 saves for Bob, 2 saves for Veggie. 9-2 shots on goal. Jeez Louise. Well, not by the guys you would expect either. At some point with these last teams, I will. I'll probably drop them by a few dollars, but I don't know that I know of anybody else that does. I know that we have a combo spot, so it jumps up to 32, but essentially that's 32 teams at 30 or 30 teams at 32. I don't know anybody else that does a private series that has all the names we have that does it for less than $10 a team. So when I discount, I'm going lower than I should. It's mostly to help stuff move, but these are already very aggressively priced compared to everyone else. So just information you guys didn't need or didn't want. But that's too many teams to discount. There's still a bunch of fun teams left too. Atlanta, Carolina, Cleveland, Houston, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Minnesota, New Orleans, Jets, and Pittsburgh. Chargers for Cleveland. Brad, Baltimore was just claimed a little ahead of you, unfortunately. Brian had him. Leland got you. Chargers. Larry with Cleveland. Minnesota for Zach. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 teams left. Baltimore's gone, Brad. The rest good. Cleveland, Minnesota, Chargers off the boards. Let's get a new list here. Houston, Las Vegas, Rams, New Orleans. New York Jets. I'm sure. I keep yawning, guys. I'm sorry. Dustin Jets. Thanks, Dustin. So we're getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams left. We did find our last team standing. So that's cool. Dave taking Steelers. Got you, Dave. 6 teams left. Then we'll try our Racky box. See what else they pull from these. I'm hoping to hit our bonus box here soon. It'll either be today or next week, and down to our last. I'll have to order some more cases too. I should do that sooner than later. That's what we have: Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, even for 2 Mondays from yesterday or 2 days ago. Okay, down to 6 teams left. Let's discount the last 6 to 29, guys. So Atlanta, Carolina, Houston, Las Vegas, LA Rams, New Orleans are 29 apiece. Down to the last 6. And again, we will roll with a Radke after this. Oops, I need to make sure I remind myself that it's discounted. David New Orleans, David J with the Raiders. Brad with Carolina. 3 spots left. I'm going to read off who has who. We'll start getting boxes, and then we'll let these last 3 claims roll in. Nick, Arizona, Jacksonville combo. Atlanta is open. Brian, Baltimore. Bill S, Buffalo. Brad, Carolina. Joseph, Chicago. Kyle, Cincy. Larry, Cleveland. Leland, Dallas. Brian, Denver. Zach, Detroit. Bill S, Green Bay. Houston open. Jonathan, Indianapolis. Zach B, Kansas City. David J, Las Vegas. Leland, the Chargers. Rams are open. Brad, Miami. Zach B, Minnesota. John K, New England. David L, New Orleans. Chris C, the Giants. Dustin, the Jets. Bill B, Philadelphia. David L, Pittsburgh, not Borg. Bill S, San Francisco. Brad, Seattle, Tennessee. Bill B, Tampa Bay. And Bill S, Washington. Atlanta got claimed by Brian. We are getting there. 2 away. Okay, let's get box numbers while we're waiting. Oh, what is he texting me? If it's a picture, I'm gonna show you guys. See, let me close this. Look what this loser does. He knows I can't go tonight because I got stream night, so he texts me. Is it focusing? He's got bird's eye view of Bob. He's got me a picture of Reinhardt sitting right there. Lundell, you jerk. I need to give him a couple names. Get me Marchand. Who else do I need a picture of? Marchand. Bennett. Who's the other Panther I'm? The goal was crazy. Did we score or did they score? Oh, we scored. This loser. Dylan Gunther scored. All right. Okay, let's get some box numbers. Anyways, he's taking pictures of Bob for me. He knows I like the goalies. I said take pictures and I forgot to. We don't need to shake. We already rolled them. And I forgot to tell him, but he knows the assignment. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we didn't pick one up. Perfect. Drive-by Bob photo. Thanks, Michael. I should be able to watch the end, though, I hope. 176. 176. $65. Dustin Rams. Dustin, I got to message you tonight. I still have your stuff here. I didn't know if we were holding or if I'm shipping, and I forgot to ask you. That's my bad. I'll message you tonight, or you can shoot me a message too. 176, 65, and 68. 68. Down go the Rams. You guys should have seen what Jeff did to me. I thought I was going to post the picture. Jeff R. The Bo Jackson he won was already there, and he sent a picture with the stink bug, a stink bug on it. Remember that stink bug that you guys told me was a stink bug, that not a Utah stink bug? And he said, look what came with this box. And I'm like, I must have an infestation, but he literally found one in his bathroom, the same one, put it on the helmet, and then sent me a picture of it. So I thought, if there's 2 of those in boxes, I've got an issue here, but I don't see them anywhere else. Those literally aren't Utah stink bugs. So, okay, last team is Houston, guys. Last team is Houston. I'll grab boxes in just a second here. And since I don't have the screen up, I should probably type. Okay, I'll grab them, guys. We'll get Houston when we come back. 176, 65, 68. see more AFC South night. Houston, that's the last AFC South team we haven't seen. Thanks, Brad. Good luck to you. Brad, I never know if you're listening to me with volume on or volume off if you're trying to hide it like I do. I'm supposed to be paying attention to my wife. Are you on tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, so I can plan mentally and not miss the dang 4 o'clock? I keep missing it by like 6 minutes, 2 minutes. By then I have to take team out after, which is fine. I always hit someone that I didn't know I needed until I do, but all right, we're ready to roll. We'll do a Racky after this, guys. We'll do some licensed jerseys tonight as well. 65, 68, 176, 176, 65, 68. Good to go. Okay, Series 36. Zero Wonka. All right. Can't see signature, but I love the style for this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. One of their alternates. They've got 2 great alternates, in my opinion. Detroit Lions. There's this one, and then there's like the Mustang-looking one. Detroit is Zach B. hitting on the Lions. Speed rep. I might. Oh yeah, see, this is the helmet that I would keep in a heartbeat. This is a guy I need. So at some point, hopefully. 3, 2, 1. We originally saw him from. We pulled him on a rave in Radke. This one I just bought, so it's not from Radke, but this is Beckett certified. But I think we saw him in Radke first. Number 90. And is a guy that I hated, but now that he's retired, I need to have his autograph. That's Ndamukong Suh. Stepping on ankles, kicking our guy in the groin. See, James is saying boo. See, he's a Packers fan too. I've allowed myself to remove myself from these guys once they retire. Like I hated Kobe, I hated MJ. After, it's hard to hate him now. I'm sure the same thing will happen to LeBron once he's done and out. I'll say, oh, he's great. I do like LeBron a little bit. Sue, I hated. I despised him, but now I need his helmet. Zach, nice hit. Ndamukong Suh, that's an other. James saying boo. He deserves to be booed. He does, but I still like him. Nice hit, Zach. Sue, I can't remember who hit the other Sue. That's the second Sue. There were some Nebraska Sues too. I wanted to grab one of those, but I didn't. Not everyone likes the college stuff. Okay, box 68. What is he still doing? Okay, that's enough. He's got the rat mid slap shot. Look at that picture. That's cool. Brad Marchand. 68. Zero Wonka. Oh, I thought we maybe had a player number bonus there. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Classic speed. That's our 4th classic speed tonight. It's a classic speed kind of day, huh? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was David L. David claiming the Steelers. They kind of sat there for a little bit too. This is the gray face mask classic speed. Let's see what you got here. Oh, and it wasn't even. Never mind. I was getting 3, 2, 1. I saw the 88, and I was thinking it was almost. Anyways, it's not. Love this autograph. We've seen him a few times in Gold Rush on a VSR4, and I think maybe once not on a VSR4, but he's a fun one to get. Jack Ham. Hall of Fame 88. What number was Jack Ham? 50. Not 58. 59? 52? What number was Jack Ham? $59 is oh, all right. 59. That was my kind of guess. Nice hit, Dave. Jack Ham. Other. Okay. You guys are starting to get pinched from two sides. 2 running backs, 2 others, 3 wide receivers. You're still on top, though. 2, 2, 3. That's right. Lucky Litton, yep. That's what you call him, at least. 176. Greg, you still got snow on the ground? We still have no snow. No snow. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know that this one might have been in for a while. No snow. All right, you had some. It just all melted. 3, 2, 1. Saints. We're going back to the specialty side, though. We got an Eclipse here. Label matches the helmet, too. I don't know where this originally came from. Saints Eclipse. Awesome. Thanks again. Did you have New Orleans as well? You did on a discounted spot, too. Dave doubling up. Man, last was an actual team double up. Bill doubled up, but this is a 2 different team double up. Congrats, you doublers. Sorry, you guys that aren't hitting. Let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. Been a little bit since we've seen him on an alternate team. He's got a few of them. That's Sticky Ricky. Ricky Williams, number 34. Running backs have now just tied you after that 3-1 lead. In all honesty, it should be a 3-way tie. The other should have counted for Travis Hunter too. It should have been other and wide receiver. Should be 3-3-3. Ricky Williams, Beckett certified Eclipse for the Saints. Nice hit, Dave. Congrats. Sorry to everyone else. Let's do a quick recap here, and then we'll do a Radke live fill. We had Ndamukong Suh, love that helmet. Jack Ham as well, and Ricky Williams, love them all. Let's do a Radke live fill. Something about that Suh though. Looks great. I need a Suh, even though I hated him to death when he played for against the Packers. I think he has like a small social media presence now, and I swear that he seems like a decent guy, but then again, anyone can act like they're a good guy. I do it every day, right? All right. This is the part of the stream where we start talking about movies or weird movies, if we do. You know what movie I had never seen that I made my wife start watching with me last night? And oh man, did it start off action-packed. I had never seen the movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and whatever the other dude's name is. We're like halfway through, and it's a movie, all right. My style. I don't think my wife likes it, but I'm going to make her finish it. Face Off. And I thought that it meant they were facing off, but no, it literally means face off. Now I know. I feel like I've missed out on that my whole life. Jonathan, Chicago. But I'm not done, so don't ruin it for me. 2 Denver. He just got his face off. We got too tired. We turned it off. Yeah, it looks like it's got potential to be a fantastic flick. Bill, Dallas. Number 4 is Cleveland for Brad. Number 5 is Pittsburgh for David. Number 6 is Dallas. No, Dallas is gone. Sorry, Eric. Little behind on Dallas. Tampa Bay is number 6 for Jonathan. 7. See, Con Air I hadn't seen either until like 2 years ago. I told you guys about that too. Great movie. Face Off. It's a little different, but I like it so far. There's some good action. 6 is Tampa. 7 is Cincy for Dave. Cincy Dave. Number 8 is Carolina for Nick with a random up. So anybody wants in for 18, you can look to Nick. Dustin, Tampa's gone a little above. Eric, Dallas has gone a little above. Green Bay is number 9. Yep. I'm halfway through face-off, so I don't think I've seen The Rock either. I must have just like skipped this little time period. My favorite part about these movies is the technology. I think they're like doing some sick stuff, and it's just not that cool. I'm sure it was cool back then. Brian, Green Bay. Minnesota is number 10 for Zach. San Francisco is number 11 for Dave. Seattle's number 12 for Brad. Philly's number 13 for John Travolta. That's the name. Goodness. 13th, Philly for Leland. Philly, Green. Washington is number 14 for True Lies is great. I love that show. Washington, Dave. 15 is Buffalo for Nick. What's up, Nick? Dustin's going to take your random, Nick. Washington, agree, both phenomenal. True Lies, but take random. New England. So we've closed with New England. There is one more random up. If anybody wants to jump in for 18, John's got a random up for you. Let's make sure I didn't overbook that. 16 is correct. Dustin just gets it. You know what Dustin does. That's, there's a lot you can say about Dustin. And one of those things is that he gets it. Elliot. I was telling him, Dustin, you'll probably like this, that the new Fire Factory that's starting tomorrow has got JSN back in it. So I know you've been looking for a JSN. You got a shot with Fire Factory. Brock Bowers back in. There's a few other new names. Okay, we're full, guys. Let's roll this. We'll do some licensed jerseys next, and then we'll come back tomorrow and post some stuff for the weekend. My wife has gone from, I don't even know when it is, Thursday night to Saturday night, traveling with her team to their first competition. So I'll be here and I'll do the stream, but it'll have to be around my kids' games on Saturday. Maybe she won't be back by then. I think we'll be fine, though, as long as we can maybe get it closed for the morning stream on Saturday. We should be good. If only, I know, isn't that funny that happens? I had a few too, and I got rid of them. I traded them, or I put them in the series. I didn't even keep one, so I don't have a JSN either. It's a sham. I'm sure people did that with Jordan Love too. I've got a few Loves, thankfully, but some of you guys still don't believe in Jordan Love. Jordan Love could have a 7-touchdown game, and you'd still say, "Oh, he's lucky." 2, 3, I get it. All right. He has some times of not greatness. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think he's playing great ball, and I think he has been for a while. He does some mistakes, but every quarterback does. I think he gets judged unfairly. I think he's very underrated, which is hard to say. JSN was in last series. I claimed him twice unless I was drawing dead this entire time. Oh, was he? Why did I think he wasn't in? I swear I compared it to the last checklist and he wasn't on there, but maybe I didn't look good enough. Now that you say that, I totally remember you claiming him too. All right, forget JSN. He's still in, but he's there. Brock Bowers, I'm pretty sure, is new. I literally looked at the checklist and compared it and thought he wasn't on there. Tennessee to the Jets. Man, I'm an idiot. You guys ever just like, where did I put it? I put it. He's right there. I was looking up here. I don't know why. I was looking at JACK. He's right there. He's right here again. This is the new checklist. Doug Flutie's one they added. I don't know how often we'll see him, but that's one of the new ones. There's a few other new ones. Frankie Luvu's there, which is a cool one. Cam Chancellor added. This is a waste of your time right now, but we'll find some other new names. You guys can look at them. Troy Franklin added. Rico Dowdle. I'd love a Rico Dowdle Panthers helmet. Please let me see a few of those. Anyways, there's some of the names. Let's go back to what we're actually doing today. At least $1,000 refund. Yeah, send refund. Okay, N. Radke, Jonathan Yeo, Chicago, Tennessee, Brian, Denver, Miami, Bill S. Dallas, Houston, Brad, Cleveland, Detroit, David L. Pittsburgh, and Baltimore, Jonathan R. Tampa, Indy, David L. Cincy, Arizona, Nick of Carolina, you sold around the Dustin, that's Kansas City, Brian, Green Bay and the Giants, Zach, Minnesota, Vegas, David, San Francisco, Atlanta, Brad, Seattle, Rams, Leland, Philly, and the Chargers, David, Washington, Jacksonville. Nick, you have Buffalo. That's Nick G. Buffalo and New Orleans. John, you claim New England, and Elliot grabbed a random, and that's the Jets. Elliot, you got your Jets, whether you want them or not. Did I update this? I didn't. Believe it's 332. Yeah, I should make it 333 with Travis Hunter, but I won't. Okay, let's get a box number. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've hit all the odd numbers. That's interesting. We've only hit one even number. That was 4. The rest are evens. Crazy. Might be the only one that cares about patterns like that. But 2, 3, 4, 7 times 5, 6, and 7. Box 2 is on top forever too, just like box 1 earlier. Okay, 2. Next up is the licensed jersey, guys. 2-boxer. We'll roll through that one, and then we'll probably call it a day after that. And we'll have a couple drops tomorrow. I'll add some fun jerseys in. I only had one suggestion. It was Sidney Crosby. Someday, maybe, soon, later. Okay. Let me get my screen back over here, and we said box 2, which is right next to me. Box 2. Show me a running back. Take the lead over the wide receivers. I want one of you. I want you guys to win. Theismann, Hester, and Revis. There's the bottom for those that care to see. Definitely NFC North. Think so? I'd be fine seeing NFC North. Hoping for Santa's box, but doesn't look like we got on this one. I already showed you what style helmet it is, sorry. Whether it's rep or non-rep. All right. I see, and I know. And that is 3, 2, 1, back-to-back Saints. New Orleans was not claimed, I don't believe. It was a random. Going to the second to last random, Nick G. Hitting the Saints on a random. Come and snag a spot, snag a helmet. Sheesh. Although, I don't think you're going to like this name. You know, we've had a few Breeze now from Radke, and I'll take any Breeze we can get. One of my favorite players to pull. I don't know many people that dislike Breeze. Anybody here? Raise a hand. You dislike Breeze? Beckett cert is old. It was the. Did you see it on the roof there? It was one of the older ones. You also have a Breeze Hollow. There's a little residue that I'll try to clean off, but it's small. Beautiful helmet. Drew Brees, Lunar Eclipse going to Nick. Love his auto too. He's one that I have probably more than I should have in my PC, but I love Drew Brees. It's a great hit. That's a quarterback. Does not really affect you guys. All right, let's roll with some licensed jerseys, guys. This will end the stream tonight. There's our one QB. He's solid on that. Dustin, we were talking about Phillip Rivers yesterday, and I don't think you were here yet, or 2 days ago, or maybe you weren't here at all. But I said some of you like Rivers, some of you don't, and I wanted to say Dustin does it, but I just left it to myself. I thought Dustin's rolling around in his grave right now, seeing his nemesis come out of retirement. He's gonna come out of retirement and beat the Broncos or something. Old Phil Rivers. Gosh, man. Did you see him? Did you see him for his interview? It just does not look like he's in football shape. That's me. Okay, let's see where we're at here. We got Magic Johnson going to Larry. 20 spots here closes us. We're probably a little over halfway, so a little more work to do here. Pat McAfee going to Greg. Spot 3 is Griffey for Mike. Spot 4, Griffey just gone. SGA for Zach. Few duplicate claims, so we might be a little bit further away than I thought. 4 shy for Zach. Jonathan just behind on SGA. Bill just behind on McAfee 2. Magic behind 2. Sorry, guys. Lots of duplicate claims there at the start. Stamkos is spot 5. Stammer for Brian. Ellie for Mark. Mark, what's up? Ellie. Nix for Greg is spot 7. Huberto is spot 8. Jonathan Huberto. Brian, number 9 is Baker Mayfield. For Greg, number 10 is Fox. For Craig, number 11 is Frank Thomas. For Larry V, number 12 is Patty Kane. He's in the same shape I'm in, round. No kidding. I don't know about you, but yeah, him. Brian, okay, we're 8 short. We'll get there. 8 more claims here to close this. Justin Jefferson for the 2P. There's Brian. This Jefferson's been in since before United States Independence Day, like back in 1776. It needs to come out at some point. 13, right? Congrats on the first Jefferson. Staring right at us. Okay, 7 left. We're getting there. These are our last ones of the night. We will add 4 more jerseys in for tomorrow and drop a series tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Fire Factory at 6 p.m. Eastern. New checklist. Don't listen to me when I say who's new or not, because apparently I don't know. I tricked myself into thinking that he wasn't on there because I didn't see it for the 0.2 seconds I looked for him. That is wild. All right, 13 claims, 7 remain on this one. I always put these here and I put who wins them so I don't confuse myself when I'm shipping stuff out. Looks like that's all the stuff we're doing today. All right, 7 away. I'll start showing some pictures here. See if we can. Yeah. I know. I get tagged in 900 things a day. That may be a little over, but not by much. JSN, man, we talked about him enough. That's how it works. Acuna right above. Almost missed that one. Ronald is spot 14. The other day, I think it was just yesterday, Monday, I said Ronald in a weird way, and it made me think that doesn't fit him, Ronald Acuna. So now I just keep calling him Ronald, and I probably will for the rest of the time. JSN, spelled the right way. Dustin, 16 is Love. On his way to an MVP season, right? Maybe? Don't laugh at me. It could happen. Stafford's to lose, though, right? I think Stafford's in line for the MVP right now. Drake May's behind. I feel like they're going to falter. Maybe they won't. It'd be cool to see May win an MVP as a youngin'. I don't even know how else you put in that category. I don't think Knicks is up there, even though they're doing well. Not Knicks. Who else is in there? May Stafford. I'm probably forgetting one decent name. I don't know if you put Myles Garrett up there with 20 sacks. Maybe you could. I think we have 4 spots left. 16, 8, and 8. Okay, let's look at some pitchers. 4 left to close us. Why are you doing that? Why are you saying, here you go? Oh, is it already closed? Whoops. That's why. 4 left, guys. I'll show pitchers in 1 second. Yeah. I know. And we'll do it from there, even though I get charged a fee. Yep. All right, let's show some pictures, see if we remember any cool jerseys that are in the series, because there's a bunch. There's the full list of them. Here's some pictures. We've got Donovan Mitchell, Sam Reinhart, who I just got a picture sent to me of. Mark McGwire, Kurt Warner, Sorokin, naming players that have not been claimed. John Tavares, Frank was claimed. So was he. Nico Collins. This is a bright picture, huh? Bright green, bright red. Steve Young, John Morant. Oh, Morant already hit. Steve Young, Vince Carter, Mark Giordano, Quentin Byfield, Allen Iverson, Hoya's jersey, Georgetown. Connor McMichael, Justin Herbert, Chris Webber, Bryce Young, Richard Seymour, Matt Boldy, Rod Woodson, Ron Hextall, Vasilevsky, and Matsui, Bork and Wilkins, both gone. Robinson and Jim Rice, Darlene, Bowers and Chris Johnson, Mike Evans, Max Crosby, Jeff Bagwell, Karl Malone, Jerome Bettis, Bam Adebayo, Chris Paul, Cole Caulfield, Wade Boggs, Josh Jacobs, Philip Forsberg, Jim Kelly, Tracy McGrady, Tyler Seguin, claimed and hit. T-Law, Adrian Dantley, Paul Coffey. That's it. I just had someone, not that it has to do with this, but that Seguin we just talked about has been in for the series for a long time. I had a away Seguin in my personal collection, a white one. But somebody just reached out and said, hey, coworkers, wife has cancer and her favorite player is Seguin. I want to send it to him. I want to buy it from you. So I took it out of the PC, sold it to him, and just sent it. So I don't have a Seguin now, and I think I used one as a trade, and the last one's in the series, so I got to find another Seguin. Jonathan S., Trevor Lawrence. We are 3 away. Three. That's a funny meme. I'll share it later. Sorry to hear about the situation. Best I can do is Darnold Panthers. Ray Bork, number 18. Wherever he might be, right here. Okay, two left. There's a lot of funny Philip Rivers memes, so My guess is that Florida tied the game. Let's check. Yes, they did. Carter Verhaeghe. Detroit taking it to Calgary. Chicago took it to the Rangers. Bedard scored again. And he got an assist. Okay, down to our last two guys, and then we're ready to go. Two more. We'll run some randoms, and we'll get this one rolling. Two left, guys. If we need to, I'll run a few more randoms at the end, but I think we can get two more claimed up here before we close it. That would be 8 solos at 10 apiece, which we could do, but I'll give it a second here. We'll wait 1 or 2 more minutes, and then if no claims, we'll just have a bunch of extra randoms, which works. For solos, I should say. Solos are fun, too. They scored again? Utah, you made me believe that we could do it, and we're just kind of right in the middle of the pack. I believe in you. Greg says Warner. Look at that. I'm already clicked on Warner, too. The key or the mouse knew. Me, money, mo. Someone's going to claim Forsberg to close us. Nope, Malone. Mark's going Carl Malone. Zach just behind on Robinson. 20 for Mark on Carl Malone. The Admiral will end up being a random. Every time we do that and someone barely misses their claim, like I know you're just trying to help, but they almost always end up being a solo. So look out for Robinson being a solo. 20 claims. Let's get some randoms. It's only going to be 2 solos, though, actually, so even harder. 2 solos on the 7th roll. The final 2, 41-42, will be $10 solos to pick up for whoever wants them. Well, let's get rolling here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Max Crosby, Chris Paul. I wasn't even close. David Robinson's clear up there. Crosby and Chris Paul. Crosby. Chris Paul. They did Chris Paul dirty. Gotta have respect for some of your elders, right? All right. Greg with Max. Got you, Greg. Mike and Eric just a little behind on Crosby. Sorry, guys. Paul going to Bill S. Got you, Bill. All right. Let's see if anybody has any discounts. Wanted to buy Jacobs if selling. Who has Josh Jacobs? If I had eyes. Greg has Josh Jacobs. Same when we were trying to buy him on Saturday. I said he probably wouldn't sell. Greg's here, though. He can. Caulfield for sale, Mark. Mark. Are you selling Cole Caulfield, Mark? Nick's buying if so. Okay, let's see if anybody has any discounts. Larry, you've got Magic Johnson, Philip Forsberg, Jeff Bagwell. Greg, you have McAfee, Woodson, and McGuire. Mike, you have Griffey, Matsui, Adebayo. Zach, you have SGA, Herbert, and Hextall. Brian W., Stamkos, Seguin, and Byfield. Mark, you have De La Cruz, Caulfield, and Iverson. Greg, Nix, Mitchell, and Johnson. Brian W., you have Huberdeau, Bettis, and Tavares. Greg, you have Mayfield, Tracy McGrady, and Vasilevsky. Craig, Fox, Boldy, and Coffee. Craig, that's a $3 off spot. Larry V, Thomas, Robinson, and Boggs. Brian W, you have Patty Kane, Bryce Young, Chris Webber. Brian G, Jefferson, Dantley, and Rice. Zach B, Acuna, Seymour, and Carter. Dustin, JSN, Reinhardt, who just scored tonight. Jim Kelly. Bill S, you have Jordan Love, Darlene, and Sorokin. Jonathan S, Trevor Lawrence, Steve Young, Mark Giordano. Brian, Ray Bork, Mike Evans, and Nico Collins. Greg, Warner Jacobs, and McMichael. Mark, Malone, Bowers, and Wilkins. Bill S, you had Chris Paul, and Greg, you had Max Crosby. Okay, let's see. Willing to buy Jacobs. Guy's going to keep. Okay. Mark is keeping who? Caulfield. Okay. Forsberg, Bagwell, Boggs for sale. Bagwell and Boggs are up for sale. By Forsberg, yours. For Nick, right? Yes. Greg, how about Vasilevsky? Is what James is asking. Greg chased Vassy for a long time and never hit him, so that might be the other one he keeps. But that's. I got to quit talking for you guys. It's just my. Boldy for sale, Craig. Nick is asking if you want to sell Matthew Boldy, Craig. Sell or trade my hockey. Jonathan says he'll trade or sell his hockey, which is Giordano. Kraken, Adidas. Going to keep Vasilevsky, okay. Craig, let us know if you want to sell Matthew Boldy, and if anyone wants to buy Mark Giordano, he is available. I'll keep him too, no problem. Yeah. Just all depends on who the players land on and who keeps, who doesn't keep, who's looking for who. That's what makes this series fun, in my opinion. Unless you miss your guys. Reinhardt's up for trade. I'm assuming you're looking for non-hockey, probably. Where are you, Dustin? Reinhardt. Sam Reinhart, Panthers, not Panthers. Craig says, sure, what was the Boldy? Okay. Nick's buying Boldy. Dustin's looking for non-hockey, and he's looking to trade Sam Reinhart. So if anyone wants to trade, let him know. I'll give you guys a second. This is the last break, so we might as well just hang out for a second. Matsui or Bam Adebayo for Max Crosby, Greg? If you're interested in Matsui or Adebayo for Crosby is Mike's offer. Thanks. Good luck. No thanks. Okay, Boggs or Bagwell for Reinhardt. Dustin, you want to trade Boggs, Wade Boggs, or Jeff Bagwell for your Reinhardt spot? Let Larry know. I will give it a second just in case, guys. Wow, then we scored, they scored. What is happening? It was just 1-1, now it's 3-2. Gunther again, Bennett again. Holy moly. I'll take Bagwell. Okay, so that is Reinhardt for Bagwell. Bagwell trade. Reinhardt trade. I will put this back to here. So just Wade Boggs up, it looks like. And then everything else looks to be answered. So let's get rolling. Let's get this started. You can still talk trade if you want to. Shake it up and see which ones we get here. 2 boxes. 1, 2. Get rid of. Came out the thing. That's not what I was trying to do. How did that even happen? Did it fly out there? All right. Two numbers. 45. That's funny. I just added 45. Makes me think of Donovan Mitchell. Did we put Mitchell in a box number bonus box? 45 and 63. Who's a 63? Jason Kelce wasn't 63. He was 62, right? Can't think of a 63 right now, at least. Yeah, did I miss any other? Marshawn, that's right. I'm just looking at his his jersey in that picture. Okay, were there any? The rat. I love how people throw stuff at them. Throw rats on the ice, on the rink. I mean, I don't like that, but it's interesting how they do it. All right, guys. Let me grab them, guys. 45, 63. All right. Do you miss him, Larry? Or no? Yes, always want on your side, not against. Yep, that's true. There was like a small moment where they thought, Rasheed Walker, 63? Rasheed Walker. Isn't he our lineman that gets calls for holding all the time? Yeah. I didn't think of him. Did you just look him up, Dustin? The couple games, there was like a couple games where he had 2 back-to-back calls against him. Shaking his head. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Let's roll, guys. Last 2 here, then I'm going to turn on the game and watch it while I finish this stuff. I think we finished everything else up, right? Yeah, just 2 buys, 1 trade. 2 buys, 1 trade. I feel like this guy never, ever stays in the series for very long. He's always a quick out. Wrong way. Just talked about him, tried to say that he played for Georgia before correcting it to Georgetown. In and out. Been in for, I don't know, a couple weeks at least this time, but still. That is the Hoyas jersey for Allen Iverson. We've seen it before. Here it is again. I do like this jersey, obviously. Some of the collegiate Mitchell and Nesses are really cool, too. Nice detail on it. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, Hoyas, Mitchell and Ness. Love the detail on the side there. It's a cool jersey. College Vault, 1995-1996, Mitchell and Ness, Allen Iverson. Who had AI? Not a claim. There it is. Mark with Ellie De La Cruz, Caulfield, and Iverson. Mark, nice hit. AI, the answer. Been a while, yeah. Not for Iverson. You're saying been a while since you hit, huh? Nice hit. Don't jinx everyone. I shouldn't even say what I'm going to say. We've already had 2 double ups today. Not 2 team double ups, but 2 multi-hits for the same person and 2 separate breaks. 2 different people. You get what I'm saying. Nice hit, Mark. Allen Iverson, great jersey. Okay, 63. We had a Marshawn in the series, I think, a while back, right? I think it was the Marshawn that we had. Was it Florida or was it Boston? I swear we had one, but it's been a little bit. We don't have him now, so it's not going to be Marshawn that comes out, and it's definitely not going to be Rasheed Walker that comes out either. So. I can't think of who that is. I see the color scheme, and it's not jumping out at me, so we'll figure out together. Was it a Boston one? Okay. And it was after he'd already left, though, right? Didn't we have a Marshawn, and he was with Florida? I think that's what it was. 3, 2, 1. I'm drawing a major blank. I can see the color. I don't know why I can't think of who's on the light blue. Okay, I should have known that. I should have known that. Hey, look at that. Another double up today. We did the other day with Revis. Now we're doing it with Chris Johnson. Wouldn't be something if we didn't have some sort of pattern. Chris Johnson, CJ2K on the Mitchell and Ness. Love this jersey too. That broke the tie, did it? Oh, because it was already 3-3? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention either. And that broke it in the wrong direction. 4-3-2. Could have at least tied and then gone for a full size. Maybe we'll still do full size, but that's the wrong direction. Chris Johnson, who had him? Chris Johnson with the CJ2K on the opposite number inscription. I like that. I'll dig that. Chris Johnson. Hey, right underneath Allen Iverson. So they were in line in the randoms. That's going to Greg. Bo Nix, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Johnson. CJ2K, Mitchell and Ness going to Greg. Nice hit, Greg. That's our second CJ today. Mitchell and Ness for the Titans. This is Legacy. Yes, it is. 2009. Prime Chris Johnson. Great hit. We found our last team standing winners today. That's Tampa Bay. We'll do that at the end of the series, which is rapidly approaching. Congrats to everyone else. Sorry to everyone else that didn't hit. Sorry for breaking the tie with a running back. Of course that would happen to you guys. I wasn't even on the same planet of thinking about the tie because I'm yip-yapping too much. Greg, nice hit. Okay, let's do a quick recap here, guys. We'll be back on tomorrow for Fire Factory and licensed jersey free boxer. We're quickly approaching 500 jerseys in the series. When we get there, we'll probably do a bonus box like we did before. I think at 400 or 300. We'll do something fun to sell, Rick. That's a lot of jerseys. That's fun. I've really enjoyed the licensed jersey series. It's allowed me to be a little more creative too and find different sports, different players. So it's fun. We're going to keep doing it. But when we get to the milestone, I'll do something fun. I'll give away. Maybe we'll do like a free 2-boxer or something. I don't know. We'll do something. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Congrats to you too. Nice hit. If anything you guys hit today is keep in the corner so you can take a picture and try to trade it before I ship it to you. That's always an option. Otherwise, stuff will go out tomorrow. Recap. We had our card was Jalen Johnson, not the defensive back from the University of Utah that plays for the Bears. Atlanta Hawks sitting there. We also had Martinez. Can't think of his first name. Carlos Martinez. Retired St. Louis Cardinals pitcher. We have on our jerseys today Peter Kochetkov and Dawson Mercer with the script. Still chasing some headliners there. Radke today gave us Jonathan Taylor Lunar and Drew Brees Lunar. 2 Lunars, 1 authentic, 1 rep. The rest is Big L's. Chris Johnson and Allen Iverson on the jerseys. Ricky Williams, Jack Ham, Chris Johnson, and Ndamukong Suh, Keenan McCardell, Justin Jefferson, Travis Hunter on the full sizes. Congrats if you won. Sorry if you didn't. Please let me know if anything's staying. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if you're around for the Fire Factory and the Big Al's license jersey. We'll have some fun ones in the morning. So, okay, guys, thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. Great weekend when it rolls around for you.